a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. So Iowa State's offense takes the field to start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
The short hand is Townsend. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. Walker to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And that one's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Motion from the back. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Got some room to run. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I mean, you talk about coming out as a defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll return it. There's no possible explanation for bringing that one out of the end zone, and they've got horrible field position at the 5. And the Cyclones buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Quarterback on the keeper. Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
And that's what makes this offense so dynamic. It's his running ability, and I love them going option here. He's hoping the defense is going to give him a look that forces him to keep the football. And how about his ability in the open field, generating a massive explosive play on that option run.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. So Oklahoma State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? And so whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Let's talk a little bit about Oklahoma State. At this point in the season, you're probably in if the playoff starts today, but it doesn't. A long way to go, and the margins will be extra thin from here on out.
No, because if the season ended today, you're basically right on the cusp outside of the top 5, so you need to keep winning. You need to keep the intensity up, playing with a sense of urgency for the second half of the season, David. I think that's a massive key for this team.
Man, it's so hard with young kids, 17, 18, 19, 20 years old, to get them to continue to focus on the game in and game out, not the rankings, not down the road. That'll be the challenge down the stretch.
The shotgun on third down. Going to try to get it himself. Keeps it and gets the first down. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Cowboys with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, 3rd and long coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in, it's Freeman. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Cowboys look to keep this drive humming. Wants to go up top on first down. He's going for the big play. Snags it. Into the end zone. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Walker will fire. Got a man. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Cyclones come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Through the air. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Now on first down from the 28. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Peppers. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He wants to throw it again. The screen, and watch out. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. On the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Peppers. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense hasn't been able to slow them down. Walker to throw. Fires to the tight end. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break. Oklahoma State is on top, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the 1st quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period, 1st down here. Handoff from the gun. Quick spin on the line. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The play action fake. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. USF rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Tampa. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll run play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Reads it, fires complete. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. It didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller's going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Just keep slinging it. Looking to scramble. Fires on the move. And the third down pass is incomplete. And the Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. Iowa State sending the offense back out. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Walker will fire. Got his man. And he's knocked down.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
And the Cyclones come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Under fire. The screen, he can go. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Got it behind the line. It's John. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Now the play fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Brown. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on 3rd and long. Sends it back in motion. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Walker to throw. Under fire. That's reeled in. It's Brown. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm
going to take a shot at this DB. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Peppers. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. It's Brown. He gets it into enemy territory, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. It's Freeman. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And the slot receiver makes it easy on his quarterback. Did you see how he found the soft spot, the wide open space? That was easy for his quarterback to complete that throw.
Off the play fake. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throws to the tight end. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Starting this third quarter on the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to the running game. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Now they're going to throw it. Got his man quickly. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Here's the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's
intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. Returns it down to the 40. Yard line, and his defense thrives on taking the football away. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, the ground game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The line to gain here is the 43-yard line, and it's third down.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
Now the connection takes it to the 11.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Trying play action. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
They just keep firing. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, CyClowns! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Walker will fire. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Got his man all by himself. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Got a man. It's Ford. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy.
Turning on the Jets. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Cowboys are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll move the tight end. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Quickly complete. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
And it'll be a short game, but no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
Well, look, I love the fact that he scrambled. He can't take a sack. He can't take a negative play at this point in the game. I just wish he would have stayed in bounds, though. You got to know as a quarterback here, we've got the lead. It's late. I get tackled in bounds, the clock keeps ticking.
Now improvising. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cowboys!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about great balance. You know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Walker to throw. Gets rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Touchdown, Iowa State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch it.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. Trying the left side. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Cowboys! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
And the Cyclones have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off play action. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and I think you know the situation as a defender, and you know you're up by a score, and you know exactly what's going on with the offense. They got to make some big plays here in the 4th quarter. Nice job playing the deep ball, staying deep, and not giving up the big play.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Finds him out of the backfield. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And now my mindset has to completely change. Listen, we needed points. That's over. Like, plenty of time left, over 3 minutes on the clock. I got to get me a stop, and I got to get that football back so my offense can score some points.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
Yeah, and he's shown you a little bit of everything today. He shows you why he's a really good back, and the line's paved some holes, and he's right at 99 yards. And the way this game's going with the lead, he's going to get a few more touches, break that century mark, and when you do, you have a great chance of winning football games.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Snagged in the middle. It's Freeman. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that. And here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That one.
On the run, it's Paul. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And the Cowboys have this offense rolling. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The 6-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
Yeah, salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Power football with the run. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. The Cyclones want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Makes the grab. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on 2nd down. Walker will fire. The short hands, it's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here's the pressure. Got a little space. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Brown. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find
a shot toward the end zone. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man. They've been so productive, built the lead. Listen, their defense has pulled their weight as well. But now, Jesse, you get to exhale, you get to breathe, and you know we got the W, and we played well.
And we got to think about where we're taking our girlfriend and parents for dinner, right? What side are we ordering with our giant steak? We've earned it in this game. Now it's time to go celebrate.
Got his man downfield. A strong, methodical, workman-like effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe